Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I am SUMERA, Healthy Wali. Welcome to all of you in another exciting episode. My today topic of discussion is learning from the failures. So for discussing this topic, I have ChatGPT in my studio today. Viewers,
Hi,
failures is
everyone.
not the end of your journey. It's the moment where real growth begins. Every setback carries a lesson that can turn your story into a powerful comeback. So, if you are a teacher, student, housemaker, content creator, or a professional, then this session is for you. Let's start our today's session without any delay. Welcome to the studio, ChatGPT. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. Glad to be here. Learning from setbacks is one of the most practical skills we've got.
GPT, my first question is you that what is failure and why it is important for the growth?
Failure is when the result doesn't match the goal you were aiming for. Simple as that. It's important because it gives feedback you can't get from success. It highlights what's not working so you can adjust. Think of it like course correction. Without those signals, growth is basically guesswork.
GPT, if the failure is important for growth, then why people fear from failure so much? Why don't they
People often
take them as an opportunity for the success?
People fear failure because it stings. There's embarrassment, maybe shame, sometimes financial loss. And our brains are wired to avoid pain. The tricky part is that same signal is what pushes learning if we can sit with it long enough.
That's absolutely right, GPT. How can failure shapes a personal mindset?
Failure shapes mindset by forcing reflection. It can build resilience, patience, and humility. Or if handled poorly, it can lead to avoidance or fearfulness. The difference is whether you interpret failure as evidence you're incapable or as information about the process.
All right, I completely agree with you, ChatGPT. GPT, what are the common emotional reactions to the failure? You know, there are a lot of emotion related to this. So, what are the common emotional reactions? Tell me two or three then.
Common reactions are frustration, disappointment, and sometimes shame. Some people feel anxious or even numb for a while. Naming the emotion is a solid first step. It stops that swirl from running the show.
All right, GPT, what do you think? Can I reframe failure as a positive experience or not?
Yes, you can, but not by pretending it didn't hurt. Start with the fact this didn't work. Then ask what it reveals, which assumption was wrong, what skill is missing. That turns it into usable information. Over time, that shift makes future risks feel safer because you trust yourself to learn from them.
All right, and what lesson I can learn from my past failure, and how can failure build resilience and confidence?
Checking in on that. One big lesson is that your approach needs adjusting, not your worth. Each setback points to a gap, a skill, a plan, or a decision point. When you name the gap and do the work, resilience goes up. Confidence follows because you start trusting your ability to recover, learn, and try again.
I absolutely agree with you. Do you think that there is a difference between the failure and the giving up? Are they, both are the same things?
They are different. Failure is an event, giving up is a decision. Failure says, "This didn't work." Giving up says, "I won't try again." You can fail many times and keep going. But once you stop, that's giving up. The goal is to treat failure as information, not a verdict.
All right, all right. How can I develop a growth mindset after setback, and how successful people handle the failure differently?
On that one now, a growth mindset starts with questions. What can I learn here? Instead of why did this happen to me? Then focus on one skill to improve, get feedback, and keep small, consistent actions going. Successful people usually treat failure as feedback, not identity. They focus on long game goals, not one stumble.
You are absolutely right, GPT. Can you give me the steps, or tell me the steps that someone can take immediately after a failure?
Checking. First, accept what happened. Next, reflect briefly on what went wrong. Write down one or two lessons. Then, make a simple plan to improve the specific skills involved. Ask for feedback from someone you trust. And take one small action as soon as you can. Momentum builds from those small steps.
All right, I completely understand, GPT. What do you think that how can I analyze what went wrong effectively?
Looking at that, ask yourself what your original goal was, what actually happened, and what was within your control. Then look at what worked and what you would change next time. Keep it factual, not personal. The aim is useful information, not self criticism.
That's awesome, GPT. How can I avoid repeating the same mistakes because it becomes a habit? And what habit help to turn the failures into the success?
Checking on that. To avoid repeating mistakes, build a feedback loop. After each setback, write what you'll do differently next time. Ask for outside feedback too. Helpful habits include regular reflection, continued learning, realistic goal setting, and steady discipline. Patience helps. Mistakes only become repeated failures if we refuse to learn. Otherwise, they're just steps forward.
All right, GPT, you told me a very valuable insights. My next question to you is that how can I stay motivated after a major setback? Because motivation is a major factor in this regard.
Checking that. Motivation is mostly about small, meaningful actions. Start by reconnecting with your why. Break the next step into pieces you can actually win. Celebrate tiny progress and keep people around who nudge you forward. Honestly, action often creates motivation, not the other way around. You don't need to feel motivated every day. Just take the next small action. The momentum can carry you.
All right, GPT, tell me your experience about the failure. That what do you think failure can open the new opportunities in life or career or not?
Checking that. I don't have personal experiences, but yes, in real life, failures often open new paths. They can reveal different skills, redirect careers, or strengthen habits. A shift from why me to what's this showing me can reveal opportunities you didn't see before. That's how setbacks can become stepping stones.
All right, and what is the one powerful action that someone can take today from his or her failure?
Checking that. Pick one lesson you learned and apply it in the next 24 hours. Just that. One small action beats 100 good intentions.
All right, GPT. Every setback you face is shaping a stronger, wiser version of you. So keep learning, keep growing, and turn every failure into your next success. Thank you so much for joining us today, GPT.
Thank you for having me. Keep moving forward.
Thank you, GPT, and thank you all the viewers who are joining us in our show today. If you find this show meaningful, then like, comment, and share it with your friends and family so that they can also benefit by it. See you in the next exciting session soon. Till then, take very good care of yourself, be healthy, keep learning, and make your every minute count. Allah Hafiz.